Okay, we're going to be solving systems of equations by graphing. You're going to learn how to solve systems of equations by graphing the equations. By systems of equations, you've been used to doing this. You've been used to solving y equals 3x plus 2, and you graph that, and it would be a line. Okay, but you graph just one line. Now you're going to have two lines. You might have y equals 3x plus 2 and also y equals 1/2 x plus 6. And you would graph those two lines, and where those two lines intersect would be the answer to your system of equations. So system of equations are these two equations that you've got right here. And where the lines intersect would be the solution to the system. So you might have one line going like this and another line going like this. This would be the intersection, and that would be the solution to both of the equations. Okay? So a system of equations is a set of two or more equations that have the same variables. For example, y equals 2x minus 1 and y equals negative x plus 5. They both have a y, and they both have an x. That's the important thing. They both have to have the same variables. They can't have a y and an x in one of them and a y and a z in the other one. That won't work. And as I said, the solution of a system is any ordered pair that satisfies all the equations of the system. Remember, on the coordinate plane, you've got the y-axis and the x-axis. And let's say that we have a line that goes this way and another line that goes this way, and where they intersect is right here. And let's say that that is 1, 2, and 2 down. So that would be 2 to the right and 2 down. So that would be 2, negative 2 would be our solution to our system of equations. What that means is that, now this is just an example. This is not, you can't take this one and plug it in and find out if it's true or not. But you've got y equals 3x minus 5 and y equals 1/2 x plus 2. What that means is that I could take this x, 2, plug it in here for the x, this negative 2, and put it right here for the y. And when I work it out, I would come up with a true statement. I would come up with something like negative 2 equals negative 2. And then I could do the same thing with the down here. I could take the 2 and plug it in for the x, and the negative 2 and plug it in for the y, and I would come up with a true statement. And it would work for both of them. Okay? So that's what the solution of a system is the ordered pair that satisfies both of the equations. Okay, let's solve the system of equations by graphing. We've got y equals 2x minus 1, and we've got y equals negative x plus 5. What we need to do is graph both both equations. The way we start out is we've got a negative 1, and that negative 1 is our y-intercept. So we come over here and we put a dot at negative 1. Okay? And our slope is 2, so that means that we're going to go up 2 and over 1, and up 2 and over 1. And we can make our line now. And we've got our line that we've just graphed for y equals 2x minus 1. Then we do the same thing for the other one. Our y-intercept is positive 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and put our dot. And our slope is negative x, which is negative 1 over 1. So that means we go down 1 and right 1. So we go down 1 and right 1. Down 1 and right 1. Down 1 and right 1. And then we can draw our line. And where they intersect is the solution to the system of equations. They intersect right here. So what point is that? Well, we go right 1, 2, right 1, 2, so that's a positive 2, and we go up 1, 2, 3, so that's a positive 3. So the solution to our system of equations is 2, 3. Now let me show you what I mean by being the solution to the system of equations. I told you that you should be able to take the 2 and the 3 and be able to put it into each equation and come up with a true statement. So let's see if we do that, okay? So we've got 3 for y, so we go 3 equals, and the 2, and then the x, we replace it with the 2, and minus 1. So then we get 3 equals 4 minus 1, and that gives us 3 equals 3, which is a true statement. Then we do the same thing with the other one. We've got y equals negative x plus 5. So we go y, which is 3, equals negative x. X is 2, so that would be negative 2, and plus 5. So we put plus 5. And that means that we've got 3 equals negative 2 plus 5 is 3. So that we come up with a true statement. So see, the solution was true for both equations in the system. Okay, we've got another one here. Y equals 2x minus 4, and y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. So once again, we come over and we graph the negative 4, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we put our dot. And then it goes up 2 and over 1, 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 and we draw our line. Let me get a line drawer right here, and we draw that line. And you always need to put the arrows on the ends, because these are lines and not lines. Okay, then we draw our other line. We come over here and we see our y-intercept is positive 1, so we put a dot here at positive 1. And we come over here to the slope, and it's negative 1/2. That means we're going to go down 1 and right 2. So we go down 1 and right 2, and we put a dot. And then we go down 1 and right 2, and we put a dot. And we can come up here and get our line drawer and draw our line. And we need to put arrows on the line. So let's come over here and do that. And where do they intersect? Well, let's see. They intersect right here, and that point is 1, 2. That point is 2. And we go up and down 0. So 2, 0 is the answer. And if you were to come over here and check, okay, you would go y equals 2x minus 4. 0 equals 2 times x, which is 2, minus 4. That gives us 0 equals 4. I hate it when it does that. 0 equals 4 minus 4, and 0 equals 0. And then we do the same thing with the other one. Y equals negative 1/2 times 2 plus 1. That gives us negative 1/2 times 2 is negative 1 plus 1. Oh, I didn't put the 0 for y. 0 equals negative 1 plus 1, so that gives us 0 equals 0. So it works for both of them. Alright, your turn. Pause the video and do this one, and then come back to me, okay? Oh, remember, what is the y-intercept for this one? Y equals 3x. Right, the y-intercept is 0 because there's nothing there. So draw your lines and find out what the answer is, and then come back to me and we'll see how you did. Okay, so we've got y equals x plus 2. So our y-intercept is going to be 2. So we put a dot there. Our slope is 1, because if there's nothing in front of a multiplication thing there, that means there's 1. So we go up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1, and we can draw our line. Okay. And let's put our arrows on it. And then we've got y equals 3x. Remember, the y-intercept was 0. So we put our dot there. And our slope is 3. That's 3 over 1. So we come over here and we go up 1, 2, 3. And right 1. Up 1, 2, 3. And right 1. And we can draw our line. And you can see where it intersects there. Let me get the arrows on the end of it. You can see where it intersects. So our solution is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1. So our solution is 3, 1. Did you get that? I sure hope that you did. Okay, this time it's in a little bit different format. Instead of both of them being y equals mx plus b, we've got one of them that's in the different format. That's this 2y minus x equals 2. So what we can do is you can always manipulate it so that it says y equals mx plus b, or you can do the y and x intercept. Okay, so let's do that. We've got 2y minus x equals 2. Remember, if you want to find the y-intercept, you let x equal 0. So we will let the x equal 0, and so we've got 2y equals 2, divide by 2, and that gives us y equals 1. So our y-intercept is 1. So we come over here and we go to the 1 on the y-axis, and we put a dot. Then we do the same thing to find the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. That means this goes away, and we're left with negative x equals 2. So we divide both sides by negative 1, and that gives us x equals negative 2. So we come over here to x negative 2, and we put our dot. Then we draw our line. Like so. And let's see, okay, we've got to put our arrows on there. And 1, 2, we're good to go. Alright, so then we got 1/2 x plus 1 is our other one. So 1 is our y-intercept. So we come up here to 1 for our y-intercept. And 1/2 x, that means we go up 1 and over 2. That means we go up 1 and over 2. Up 1 and over 2. Up 1. It's the same line. So if it's the same line, what that means is that the two lines touch everywhere. One line that lays on top of the other one. So since they touch everywhere, that means every point on that line is a solution to this system of equations. So that means we have infinite solutions. So we put our dots for the i's. We've got infinite solutions. So when the lines lay on top of each other, infinite solutions. Alright, let's try this one. Y equals 2x plus 2 and y equals 2x minus 1. You may already notice something. I don't know if you did, but you might have already noticed something. You'll see it whenever we graph this. If you didn't. Y equals 2x plus 2. 2 is the y-intercept, so we put a dot here at the 2. And then our slope is 2 over 1, so we go up 2 and over 1, up 2 and over 1. We can go down 2 and over 1, down 2 and over 1, and draw our line. Okay, good job. And then we do the same thing with the other one. We've got 2x minus 1. Our y-intercept is negative 1, so we come here and put our dot here. Slope is 2 over 1, so we go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and we draw our line. And what do you see that we have? Yes, we have parallel lines, and parallel lines never intersect. So since they never intersect, that means that we have no solution. Okay, so that means that we have three possibilities whenever we graph. We either have an intersection, which means that we have one solution, or we have lines that lay on top of each other, and that means that we have infinite solutions, or we have parallel lines. And if we have parallel lines, then we have no solution. All right, a word problem. Let's see how do we set up a word problem here. The community theater is selling tickets for their fall play. On the first day of ticket sales, the theater sold 9 adult tickets and 3 student tickets for a total of $75. On the second day, the theater collected $67 by selling 5 adult tickets and 8 student tickets. What are the prices of 1 adult and 1 student ticket? Okay, so you know that you're going to have an X and a Y in here because that's what we've been doing, okay? So let's remember that. You're going to have an X and a Y. What's the X going to be? Right, X is going to be the adult tickets, or it could be the student, but we'll let it be the adult tickets. Y is going to be the student tickets. And what do? The theater sold 9 adult tickets. So if you want to know how much money you raised, then you go 9 times the number of adult tickets. And the number of adult tickets is what we don't know. Plus we sold 3 student tickets. 3 student tickets. And how much money did we raise? We raised $75. So we write 75 there. Then on the next day we sold we sold 5 adult tickets and 8 student tickets, and we raised how much money? $67. So now we've got 2 equations, which gives us a system of equations, and now we need to graph that system of equations. Alright, so what we do now is we let x equal 0. That means this goes away, and it leaves us with 3y equals 75. Divide by 3, and y equals 25. Okay, so y equals 25. So that means we come over here and we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, and we put a dot there. Okay, now we need to find the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, we're going to let the y equal 0, and that leaves us with 9x equals 35. So we've got 9x equals 75. 9x equals 75. We divide by 9 on both sides, and that gives us x equals 8 8 3/9, which would be 8 1/3. So we come over here and we go 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1/3, and we've got our x-intercept. So now we can draw our line, and we've got our first line. Notice how this is all in the first quadrant. We're not using the other 3 quadrants because you can't have a negative amount when you're selling tickets. Okay, you're always going to have a positive amount, so that's all we're dealing with. Alright, now let's do the second one. We've got 5x plus 8y equals 67. We let the y equal 0, and that gives us, that gives us 5x equals 67. Divide by 5, and that gives us x equals 13.4. So we come over here for the x, and we go, let me get my marker. There we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 13.4 there. Okay. Then we have to come over here to let the x equals 0. If we let x equal 0, then that means that y is going to be 8y equals 67. We divide both sides by 8, and y equals 8 and 3/8. So we come over here and we graph 8 3/8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and about 3/8, let's say. Then we come over here and we draw our line. The marker's acting up for some reason today, so let me see if I can figure this out here. There's our line. Okay, so now where the intersection of that line is where our answer lies. So we go 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4. So our answer is 7, marker. Our answer is 7, 4. That means that we sold 7 adult tickets. The price of our adult tickets is $7. The price of our student tickets is $4.